Before you lies a serene garden, softly illuminated by golden light. In one corner of this heart's garden, 5 flowers bloom, each holding a special message just for you, about the love you give and the love you yearn for. Each bud is more than just a pretty sight. It's a symbol, a connection between your conscious thoughts and your deeper self. Carl Jung suggested that even the flower you're drawn to reflects the intricate design of your psyche. When a particular color, shape, or scent catches your attention, it's not by coincidence. It's your inner voice speaking through these symbols. Now, take a deep breath. Allow your eyes to wander gently over the 5 flowers. No need to analyze or dissect. Just let it be. Which one makes your heart skip a beat? Which one seems to call out to you even in silence? The flower you pick isn't just a matter of taste. It's a reflection of how you give love, how you accept it, and how you seek it. It shows whether your love burns fiercely like a flame, radiates like sunlight, flows like a river, rests in peaceful stillness, or transforms like a fleeting dream. Each flower tells its own tale, a tale of passion, joy, purity, mystery, and tranquility. As you stroll among them, remember, you're not just exploring flowers, you're stepping into your own hidden garden. You're uncovering the forces that shape your heart and your connections with others. So, tell me, which one captivates you the most? The fiery red one, wild and free? The sunny yellow one, bright as dawn? The pristine white one, as clean as fresh snow? The enigmatic purple one, shrouded in mystery? Or the tranquil blue one, as calm as a still lake? Whichever you choose will reveal a truth that has long been etched in the depths of your soul. If your gaze lingers on the red flower, you already understand this. Love, for you, isn't just a gentle breeze, it's a tempest, a blazing fire that illuminates and leaves its imprint. For ages, the red rose has stood for passion, heat, and fervor. In your grasp, it's more than mere romance. It's a metamorphosis. You plunge into love with every fiber of your being. You savor each touch, every word, and even the silences with profound devotion. You're not interested in a half-hearted connection. You crave the whole experience, where heart, mind, and soul are beautifully intertwined. Carl Jung talked about the shadow, the hidden aspects of ourselves we often overlook. For those who embrace the red flower, love becomes the arena where that shadow emerges into the light, the space where your deepest longings confront your greatest anxieties. The warmth of the fire can also scorch. The passion that brings you together can just as easily consume. You experience love at its extremes, moments of sheer joy, often followed by a subtle ache. Your feelings are like tides, powerful and all-encompassing.
You don't seek the safe path. You're magnetically drawn to the love that transforms, one that dismantles barriers and reconstructs something raw and authentic in their place. When you fall, you surrender entirely. No safety nets, no reservations. Yet, as Jung warned, what we resist only persists. That craving for intensity can sometimes mask a deeper fear, the fear of emptiness, of being abandoned, of not being truly seen. So you pursue the flame, not just for its warmth, but to fill an unspoken void. Even this has its own beauty, because when passion meets awareness, it becomes a kind of magic. The red flower beckons you to transform your fire into a radiant light, to love deeply, yes, but without losing your essence, to allow the flame to purify instead of consume. You are a courageous lover, ready to risk it all for the sake of feeling, someone who believes that love should resonate in every fiber of your being. And as Jung might softly suggest, true love starts where the fire no longer blinds us, when it evolves into a light that illuminates. Here's what the red flower reveals about you. You love as if your very existence hinges on it. You embrace both the peril and the beauty of love. And after each heartbreak, you rise from your own ashes, stronger, wiser, and still ignited by the longing to love once more.
If you find yourself drawn to the yellow flower, it's likely that your heart is in search of warmth, not the kind that scorches, but rather a gentle, healing ray of sunlight. For you, love is all about sharing laughter in the morning glow. It's those effortless moments of understanding through a simple glance and the pure joy of just being together. The bright, open yellow represents hope, optimism, and a zest for life. You don't view love as a battleground. Instead, it feels like a safe haven where your soul can truly breathe and affection flows easily. Your relationships are often filled with humor, kindness, and the beauty of growing side by side. Carl Jung once said that we all wear a persona, a sort of mask, and those who are attracted to the yellow flower often hide behind that cheerful facade a quiet fear of conflict, pain, and emotional turmoil. You choose to keep your world bright, even if it means turning a blind eye to the shadows. When love comes knocking, you greet it with a hearty laugh. You spread joy wherever you go, uplifting those around you with your presence. Yet, you might hesitate to dive deep, not because you lack the capacity for deep love, but because you're cautious about what you might uncover in those depths. You crave harmony so intensely that you sometimes steer clear of tough conversations, tears, and the messy reality that true intimacy can bring. Jung reminds us that light without shadow is only half the story. If you focus solely on joy, the connections you create can be lovely, but also quite delicate. The yellow flower gently nudges you to take a closer look. Are you ready to embrace not just the warmth of love, but also its storms? Can you welcome those tough moments when what's really needed isn't a grin, but a bit of vulnerability? Because at its core, love isn't always radiant. Sometimes it flourishes in the depths of pain, fed by understanding and forgiveness.
When you allow yourself to experience both joy and sorrow, your relationships transform from mere escapes into genuine reflections of your soul. Here's what the yellow flower reveals about you. You're a beacon of light, someone who brings healing to others through your presence and kindness. But to truly heal yourself, you sometimes need to let the sun dip below the horizon, retreat into stillness, feel what's real, and be true to yourself. Because love finds its completeness only when day and night harmonize.
If you find yourself captivated by the white flower, it's a sign that your soul craves peace, a love that's calm, genuine, and free from chaos. For you, love should be pure, untainted, and balanced. Two hearts connecting and understanding each other without needing to say a word. Timeless and graceful, the white bloom has always represented innocence, harmony, and a spiritual bond. You might see love as a sacred connection, one that lifts both individuals and rekindles faith in kindness and gentleness. Your heart yearns for tranquility, not turmoil, clarity, not confusion. You dream of a love that feels like home. But as Jung pointed out, every ideal has its shadow. When we envision love as perfect in our minds, reality can struggle to keep up with that ideal. Those who are drawn to the white flower often harbor a deep longing for harmony, yet they may quietly fear imperfections. You might shy away from conflict, striving to maintain peace even when something feels off inside. You desire everything to be beautiful, orderly, and safe. However, love, much like the human spirit, isn't without its flaws. It thrives amidst chaos, misunderstandings, and the cracks we often try to conceal. In your pursuit of purity alone, you may inadvertently turn away from what makes love truly authentic, its humanity. Jung's idea of the shadow teaches us that when we ignore the darker sides of ourselves or those we care about, we just push them into the background. In our relationships, this can lead to disappointment when a partner doesn't live up to our ideals, or when we feel we're not measuring up to our own vision of perfect love. The white flower softly encourages us to release the notion that love should always be serene, pure, and flawless. Real love isn't delicate porcelain. It embodies both earth and sky, messy, sacred, and vibrant. The goal isn't to eliminate conflict, but to discover peace within it. If this flower resonates with you, it means your heart is yearning for tranquility. Now is the moment to embrace the entire range of emotions: warmth, uncertainty, chaos, and healing. When you accept love's imperfections, you uncover what truly endures. The white flower gently reminds us, don't pursue the perfect garden. Nurture the one where authentic hearts flourish, uneven, beautiful, and genuine.
If your heart is drawn to the purple flower, it suggests you're not just after a simple love story, you're on a quest for something deeper. For you, love isn't just a fleeting emotion. It's a profound journey that transforms, enlightens, and awakens your spirit. The ancient, enigmatic purple bloom represents wisdom, depth, and spiritual strength. You're attracted to connections that go beyond the surface, to relationships
that stir your soul and unlock the hidden corners of your mind. Small talk doesn't interest you. Instead, you long for a silence that speaks volumes, a single glance that carries the weight of lifetimes. For you, love acts as both a mirror and a mentor. Every relationship teaches you something, guiding you toward a richer understanding of yourself. You don't stumble into love, you fall as if destiny is leading you. Carl Jung referred to this as individuation, the soul's journey toward completeness. Your experience of love is precisely that, an initiation into your own depths. The purple flower symbolizes a heart that isn't afraid to explore the shadows. You want to uncover what lies beneath the surface, hidden desires, past wounds, and ancient fears. You seek a love that transforms you, pushing you beyond your comfort zone. To you, love is a sacred form of alchemy. It shatters illusions, burns away the falsehoods, and reveals only the truth. Yet, as Jung reminds us, transformation often comes with a price. Those who embark on this inner journey frequently encounter solitude, self-reflection, and an emotional intensity that not everyone can handle. You may find yourself drawn to partners who awaken both your inner world and your pain. For you, love is both a source of enlightenment and a rite of passage. It's your gift and your challenge. Because when you gaze into someone's eyes, you don't just see a person. You see an entire universe, a reflection of the divine within yourself. Chasing after transcendence can sometimes leave you feeling restless. You might miss the simple beauty of everyday human gestures that, while not shrouded in mystery, keep you grounded in the here and now. The purple flower gently reminds us that transformation is a powerful force, but it requires balance. Yes, the soul can soar, but it also craves moments of rest. True love isn't just the spark of awakening, it's also the peace that follows the storm. If this flower resonates with you, then your love speaks the language of souls. You don't shy away from the shadows, because you understand that light exists there too. With every heartbreak and every act of surrender, you rise, deeper, wiser, and more authentically yourself.
If you find yourself captivated by the blue flower, it means your soul cherishes peace over chaos, trust over tension, and depth over superficiality. You envision love as a serene harbor where two hearts can rest, heal, and simply exist together. The blue bloom, gentle and timeless, symbolizes serenity, loyalty, and emotional balance. You value calm communication, mutual respect, and a sense of emotional safety. For you, love isn't about grand gestures or fleeting highs. It's about consistency and the comfort of knowing that someone will be there for you tomorrow, just as they are today. In Jungian terms, this reflects the protective, stabilizing archetype. While others may bring chaos, you bring order. When you love, you create harmony, not out of fear of storms, but because you've experienced unrest and understand its cost. You know that true love doesn't need to shout. It whispers softly and endures. However, serenity has its shadow. Carl Jung cautioned that holding too tightly to stillness can lead to avoiding the very emotions that foster growth. You might dodge confrontation, suppress discomfort, or conceal your true feelings just to keep things calm. When that happens, love can feel safe yet stagnant.
You yearn for deep understanding, but sometimes you confuse peace with silence. And when silence conceals the truth, it can gradually erode your most cherished bond. As Jung reminds us, wholeness isn't about cutting off parts of ourselves, but about integrating them. To love fully, you must allow even the uncomfortable feelings to be expressed. The blue flower invites you to balance peace with honesty, to cultivate a love that's not only gentle, but also vibrant. Your calmness is your strength. Your bravery in speaking your truth is your transformation. If this flower resonates with you, your heart is a sanctuary, calm, patient, and forgiving. You offer a love that steadies others, a sense of home in a chaotic world. But remember, even the stillest sea needs movement to thrive. Let your feelings flow. Let love breathe. In the dance between stillness and change, your love doesn't just remain peaceful, it flourishes.
Now that you've strolled through this enchanting garden filled with 5 vibrant flowers, red, yellow, white, purple, and blue, take a moment to pause. Inhale deeply. Focus your thoughts on the flower that resonates with you the most. Each bloom you encountered, every hue that touched your spirit reflects your inner landscape, your emotional patterns, your desires, and the ways you both open up and protect your heart. Carl Jung suggested that our choices, even the seemingly trivial ones, are influenced by what he termed the unconscious compass. This subtle inner wisdom knows more than our conscious mind ever could. So when you picked your flower, it wasn't just a random choice. You were responding to a hidden truth that yearned to be acknowledged. A part of your psyche was reaching out. If red caught your eye, your heart craves passion, a love that completely transforms you. If yellow spoke to you, your spirit seeks joy and harmony, but it also needs to confront its own shadows. If white was your choice, you're in pursuit of peace and an ideal love. Yet your journey involves embracing imperfection. If purple drew you in, you're a seeker at heart. You love through mystery, depth, and transformation. And if blue was your pick, you're a keeper of calm. You build love on trust while being careful not to let tranquility slip into silence. Every path you take is sacred. Every choice is a language your soul communicates. And when you truly listen, you start to grasp how you love, and how love, in turn, shapes you. Jung once said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." This simple test, this act of choosing, isn't just a prediction, it's a moment of clarity. It's a gentle nudge to look inside and ask yourself, am I loving with awareness or just going through the motions? Do I give freely or do I cling to comfort to dodge pain? Am I seeking intensity or am I running from it? Your flower, whatever it may be, isn't the final destination. It's just the start. It's an invitation to nurture your inner garden, to nourish what brings you joy and carefully trim away what no longer helps you grow. Because love, like any living thing, needs to be tended to with patience, honesty, and bravery. So as you step away from this garden, take your flower with you, not in your hands, but deep in your heart. Let it serve as a reminder that love isn't just something you stumble upon, it's something you evolve into. When you love with awareness, embracing both the light
and the shadows within, you don't just feel love, you truly become it.